Hello, well, how are you? Welcome to this video. Today we're going to work with passive voice. Well, passive voice is something that you've been learning for a long time, that you have seen many opportunities. This time we're going to see passive voice with all the tenses, plus some certain or special constructions that you may not have seen before. Well, first of all, let's say that the passive voice focuses on the action. We use it when we want to emphasize the action rather than the agent, or we don't know the agent is obvious or not important. Yes, for some reason the focus is on the action. Okay, so what is important here is that you know the structure of the passive voice, how to construct, how to build the passive voice. So, as the focus is on the action, our passive voice sentence doesn't begin with the subject or the agent who performs the action. Yes? It begins with the object. Yes? So, if I tell you, Susan makes the bed, in that active sentence, the important attention is on Susan. Susan makes the bed. But if I want to focus the attention on the action and the object, the sentence is going to be, the bed is made by Susan. So I begin our passive sentence with the bed, which is the object. Okay? So we always start with the object. After that, in our case, is the bed. After that, we use the verb to be in the correct tense. In this case, our sentence is in the present simple, so I use verb to be in the present simple, is. It can be am or it can be are. If the sentence is in the past, I use was or were. If it's in the present continuous, is being or are being or am being. If it was in the past continuous, was being or were being. If it was in the present perfect, has been or have been. And so on. We respect the tense and we use the verb to be in that tense. Will be is going to be, had been, yes? After that, after having the verb to be conjugated in the correct tense, I use the past participle of the main verb. Always the past participle. The bed is made. The bed was made. The verb, the bed has been made. The bed is being made. The bed will be made. Always the past participle. So, we have the new subject, which is the object of the active sentence, the verb to be, the past participle. And now, only if it's known, if it's important, if it's relevant, I include the agent. By Susan, by Thomas Edison. I never say by them, by him, by her, by someone, by the police when it is something obvious, by the teacher when it is something obvious. I don't include the agent. The agent is included when it is important, it's unusual, it's new information. So this is the traditional passive voice that you have been working for some time. Now we're going to focus on some passive structures that you may not have seen before. So, after certain verbs, for example, like, or love, or enjoy, those verbs are always followed by ing. Yes, like, I like swimming, for example. Well, imagine I want to use a sentence like that but with a passive voice inserted. In that case, I'm going to use like, love, enjoy, followed by being and the past participle. So look at this sentence. I love being given presents. Yes, I love being given presents. What is this? In Spanish would be me gusta que me den regalos. The hidden sentence there is I like it when people give me presents. That would be the long version. Yes? So, as I am using the verb like, and after like I use ing, the passive sentence here would be I like being given presents. He likes being told secrets. So he likes it when people tell him secrets. Okay? At the beginning it's difficult to visualize the changes, and that is what you have to practice a lot. Yes? The second case, it's more or less the same, but with verbs which are followed with to plus infinitive. Imagine I tell you, I want to be given presents. If I use the verb want, which is followed plus to and infinitive, y quiero decir, quiero que me den regalos, voy a decir, I want to be given presents. He wants to be nominated for the Oscar. Yes? They want to be released from prison. Yes? So, want or any verb followed by to plus infinitive is used in that way. To be and the past participle. Okay? Number 3. There are some verbs which are followed by prepositions. So in that case, we are going to use the preposition being, because after a preposition we always use ing, and the past participle. Look at this sentence. I dream of being nominated for a Nobel Prize. I dream of being nominated for a Nobel Prize. Yo sueño con ser nominada para. Dream is always followed by the preposition of. ing, so being and the past participle. Okay? Yes? Well, after the structures, the first, the second, the last, the third, whatever, I use to be plus the past participle. So if I tell you the first Nobel Prize to be given was in blah blah blah. The first, yes, or the second, or the last, or Nobel Prize to be given, past participle, was in bling bling bling. Yes? Okay. Well, after have to and used to, I think it's pretty clear that after have to and used to, we use be plus the past participle. Like, the bed has to be made. The bed has to, so I have has to be made. I think that is easier to visualize. Okay? Well, and finally, after modal verbs. But after modal verbs, it's pretty clear that after modal verbs we use infinitive, so we use be plus the past participle. He should be nominated for an Oscar. They must be told to respect the rules. Yes, in those cases I have any modal verb plus be plus the past participle. Well, this requires a lot of practice. This is for you to understand how we construct the structures. Now you need to practice a lot, do the exercises to visualize and to understand, and not do it only as a rule. Try to visualize and understand why we are saying and writing what we are saying and writing, okay? So this is passive voice, as you know it, but with an extra, with something else, yes, that you need to know to understand it completely. Then you're going to have questions with passive voice, but you need to understand these basic formats to be able to do that. Okay, so you have a lot of homework to do. Well, and after this, we're going to see something which is simple, yes, but I will give you examples so that you know what we are talking about, which is the uses of as, like, such as. So, yes, those words that we use to make comparisons or things like that. So first of all, we use like plus a clause when something happens in a similar way. So I tell you, the actress was superb, like she usually is. Yes, so like plus a clause, a person and a verb, like she usually is, to say that it's a familiar situation, okay? We use like plus a noun to say that something is similar to something else. If I tell you, it was like a nightmare, it was like a nightmare, so I'm saying that something was similar to a nightmare. Okay, good. We use as plus a noun and not like. We use as for jobs. I work as a teacher. As a teacher. For jobs we use as. Okay. Well, for example, we use such as or like. That is the same. Such as or like. Like, I love green vegetables, such as lettuce, like lettuce. Both are okay. And we use as plus a noun when we speak of the uses of something. Like, we had no chairs, so we used boxes as chairs. Yes, to refer to the use. Good. That is as and like. And then we have two structures, which are two words, which are so and such. And we use so and such to say that things happen in a similar way. To emphasis, okay? For example, I tell you, so is followed by an adjective. He was so intense. Yes? He was so intense. But if I want to follow the structure, I'm going to use that. He was so intense that the audience left the theater astonished. Yes? The cake was so delicious that I ate it all. Yes? And if I want to use such is followed by the adjective, but also the noun. So I can say the same thing with a different order. Yes? It was such a delicious cake that I ate it all. It was such a delicious cake that I ate it all. So it's the same with different words, with a paraphrasing, right? I can also use so much or so many with uncountables, like he got so much attention that he was overwhelmed. So much attention. Or he had so many good reviews that he was overwhelmed. So much attention, so many good reviews. Countable and uncountable. Yes? This is not difficult, but all the words are similar, so it's easy to confuse the students. Yes? Then exercises are specially prepared to confuse the students. So they are similar, but they all have a difference, of course, and you have to focus on those differences and be able to distinguish them. Yes? So, well, you have some work to do ahead. So I hope you found the video useful. With video, exercises, tips from your teachers, you're gonna make it. Bye-bye.